Konnichiwa. How you guys doing? Welcome to Masao, Japan. I'm Masao. Today we're going to a Daikoku PA in Yokohama. And we're gonna check out and see if there's any kind of car meet or car gathering going on this morning. So let's go and check it out. So what happened was I actually went to Daikoku PA just a couple days ago actually, and what happened was I didn't mean to go to Daikoku parking area at that time. I had another video to shoot in Yokohama, and the Daikoku parking was just so happens Daikoku parking was like 3 miles away from where I was going. You know what? Why not? You know, I've never been there. I wanted to check it out and see what that place looked like. By chance, you know, there might be some type of car meet or something going on. So I went there and, you know, actually there was no luck. There was no car gathering, no car meets going on at that time. When I went, it was, of course, it was during the weekdays, during the day. So there was no car meet, but I got to see, you know, what the Daikoku parking area looked like during the day. And it just looked pretty amazing. And I took a footage, I shot some videos there. I don't know if I'm going to include it in this video, the footage that I took the last time I was there. But anyways, so I just want to tell you guys that I've been there just once. I don't always enjoy driving like through this like a freeway system in Tokyo area because it's always massively crowded, like with traffic. But like early morning hours like today, like during the weekends, and there isn't a whole lot of traffic going on, like it's a nice drive. And one of the reasons is because unlike the roads or a freeway in the United States, like the Japanese freeway system or the surface of the freeway is just so clean and so smooth, and so you really get to feel the comfort, you know, whether you're driving like a high performance car with a totally stiffened up suspension or, you know, just a comfortable luxury ride. Either way, like you just feel better, you know, riding on the like a clean smooth surface like here in Tokyo. I also got some road trips planned. I'm really excited for this upcoming road trip, and I'm going to be just, you know, try to give you guys the glimpse of various different JDM cars, like new JDM cars. Doesn't always have to be like a high performance sports car or anything like that. It could be family oriented cars, you know, I mean, sometimes it could be a van. It just could be just any type of cars, just as long as it's the JDM cars that you guys have never really seen before. I'm going to try to bring you some of those cars, trying to get a couple of good cars lined up so that I can take it on the road trip. I see some like motorcycle games. Oh, dang, there's all kinds of, oh yeah, there's a bunch of car meets going on, people. Look at this. All these motorcycles. So we're here in Daikoku parking, and oh man, the sound is just deafening with the motorcycle gangs just revving their engine. I don't know why they're doing that, but I don't know. I guess that's just the way they do things, I guess. But it's just crazy. Look at these cars. Oh man, we got Skylines. We got an old JDM Corvette from the 70s. Look at these motorcycles, how amazing. Oh wow, look at this car from the 80s, the GTR. I don't know if it's original, but it looks crazy. I think this is the original 240Z, but it's all fixed up. Hachiroku. There's just so many of them. These are all like Hachiroku meats. So nice. I'm so excited. All my favorite cars are here. This is beautiful. Look how clean that Datsun is, the 240Z. Look at this old classic JDM car. Oh my God, I don't even know what type of car this is. It's so old. Oh, this is where the GTR corner is. Oh man, this is so crazy. Look at this. GT3 RS. Now this is crazy. This car looks like it's just came off of a racetrack. Holy cow. Oh, this is the drift car. They drift these cars here. They have so many amazing cars here. I can't even begin to describe. There's just so many GTRs. It's amazing. We have a bunch of YouTubers from overseas here too as well. Purple Aventador. God, this thing looks so tiny inside. It just looks amazing. I wonder what kind of engine this thing have. Look at this K car. Oh man. GR86. These are little tiny Hondas, K cars. They're so small, amazing. My goodness, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's a good looking car, but it's so small. This is beautiful. It's a classic Mazda. Alright, so let me stop at a konbini, get some coffee. So let's check out what kind of shops they got inside this facility here at Daikoku PA. Oh, by the way, you don't have an access to this Daikoku PA from outside. This is like, you can only get off from the freeway and you still haven't gone through the toll. So effectively, you're still under the toll system. You get what I'm saying? So in order for you to be out on the surface street, you have to once again get back on the freeway and get off the freeway to go to the side streets. So that's just a little info there. Let's see what we have here. So we have a ramen shop. We have soba. We have beef bowl. And we have like, what is this? Whatever it is, it looks pretty good. So we have like a little gift shop right here next door. See what kind of gift they have here. You know, that little initial D plastic models. Ooh. We got classic 240Z. So yeah, even in the gift shop here, like the theme is about cars. So they got all these, you know, stuff for cars, little miniature cars. Cookies and treats. Ooh, that looks good. What is this? Dumplings? Japanese style dumplings, huh? Little waiting area, rest area. Stick your head in. Oh my goodness. There's this old Kawasaki GPZ 550. That's like a rare here in Japan. This is so beautiful. Ooh, look at that. The Nissan Skyline GTR. Beautiful color. My God, the sound is just... They're revving the motorcycle engines. It's so crazy. Wow, so that was a finale to this Daikoku PA meet. Those motorcycles are just, they're just crazy. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, those motorcycles, they're just like straight pipe. I don't see how they're legal. They all got a license plate on them. And I'm just so surprised. I mean, because I've seen cops over here. There's a bunch of cops here, and they're not, I don't know, they're sanctioning it, like they're allowing it. So I don't know if you can still hear, but it's crazy. I mean, I'm inside my car, and it's still loud. We have a nice black Porsche 911 RS parked in front of me. Beautiful car. Maybe it's like this because it's Sunday morning, but it's just pretty crazy. I wonder every weekend it's like this. I think we've seen enough, so let's roll out of here. One last lap. This is one of my favorite Ferrari right here. GT4 RS. Beautiful. Right-hand drive too. All these Porsches are right-hand drive. GT3. So clean. Absolutely beautiful. This GT4 RS. Man, this Daikoku parking is absolutely crazy. I'd imagine, it was going to be something like this, but it certainly exceeded my expectations or my imagination. What did I imagine it to be? So guys, this Daikoku parking is absolutely madhouse. Man, this is crazy. I never expected anything like this. Amazing. I was telling you earlier, I was here like couple days ago during the weekday. And it was during the day, and it was this whole entire parking was virtually empty. And to see this parking area just filled with cars and people and motorcycles, my God, it's crazy. But it's fun. I think there's going to be a lot more cars. There's going to be more people, more car meets that'll be going on like throughout the day. I think today's Sunday, so a lot of people are, on the weekends off work, and they just want to come here and just show off their cars. But we've got to run. I got to get back, so we'll see you in a little bit. All right, so we're getting off the loop here. Check this out. This is crazy. I'm telling you, the Japanese freeway is just so smooth. It's just buttery smooth, man. All right, so we just left Daikoku parking in Yokohama, and we're going back to Chiba. It's going to be approximately like a 40-minute drive. It turned out to be a fun-filled day at Daikoku PA today, and the weather just cleared up, and now it's nice and sunny. So we got to see a lot of classic old Japanese cars, in its original state, as well as just fixed up, tuned. So that was pretty amazing to see. I mean, some of those like cars are from like the 70s, the Japanese cars. And I'm not too familiar with, some of the classic Japanese JDM cars, but, they just kept those cars like in immaculate condition. It's fantastic. They opened up the hood and just showcasing the engine, and it's just so clean. I was just amazed to see that. Obviously, there were plenty of newer JDM cars as well as the European cars. Some of the newest, cars from the BMWs. They've had like a lot of Lotus. I was surprised to see a lot of Lotus, and they had very few Ferrari today. From the guy that I talked to today, like he was the owner of a Lamborghini Aventador. He says that like every weekend, there's always a different car meet that's going on like in different parts of Japan for Ferrari owners. So drive a long distance just to attend those car meets, from what I hear. So anyhow, so the guy was telling me that they would drive long distance, and he too does long drive to participate in some of those like Lamborghini car meets, like pretty far away, from Tokyo and Yokohama. So that was a pretty interesting thing, pretty interesting insight. Oh, I'd taken the wrong road. Oh well. Yeah, so as I was saying, there's a lot of JDM cars today, especially the Nissan GTRs from the 80s and 2000s. And that was pretty amazing to see just so many of them. They were all done up, fixed up really nicely. There were quite a few Hondas as well. The older Hondas, the Honda Civics, and some of the Honda Civics, not the Civics, but the Honda Accord. But they call it Accord here, the older model, like from the late 2000s or late 90s. They call it a Honda Accord here, but in the US, those are Acuras. I think they were like the Acura, like TL or TX, one of the two. But anyhow, it was interesting to see that those are, had a Honda label on them, and they called it Accord. And of course, we all know what the Accord looks like in the States, and I don't know. Here in Japan, they've had the Civic-looking car, like late 90s. They were calling them like a Honda Accord, but they're really essentially a Civic in U.S. and the Acuras. But anyhow, that's just a little tidbits there. What was also amazing to see was those motorcycles. There were just so many. There had to be, I don't know, maybe like 300, maybe more than that, 300-400 motorcycles. Some are new. From what I can see, like most of them are like older motorcycles that are just like all fixed up in like a similar kind of like a motorcycle, the Japanese style motorcycle gang style, I guess, with a straight pipe. And they had this like a megaphone that's attached to the exhaust tip. That was so crazy, because that would just like amplify the exhaust note, the sound of the motorcycle engine. The kind of things that they do is just absolutely nuts. And one motorcycle in particular, it was an old Kawasaki GPZ 550, and I think they brought that motorcycle from either the US or Europe, because I know that they didn't sell them here in Japan, because in Japan they sell 400cc engine, but not 550 or 600, and then it jumps up to 750 because of their licensing, but licensing restrictions that they have. In other words, if you're allowed to ride a 400cc motorcycle, but you're not allowed to ride a 750cc motorcycle here in Japan, unless you have a specific motorcycle license for it. I don't know, it's kind of weird how they have it. But anyhow, going back to the Kawasaki GPZ 550, it was the same exact bike, almost, as the one that I used to own back in high school when I was a sophomore. And it was the same color, it was red, and man, it brought back so much memories, but it was a bit of a nostalgia for me. So that was kind of nice. But anyhow, it was just so many gangs of motorcycles that I've never imagined here in Japan, you know? It was absolutely nuts. So that was some experience. So I was talking to one of the GTR owner about the Daikoku parking area and how it's always been, you know, before and now. He said that prior to like COVID, although there was some like tourism going on to check out the Daikoku parking area, because the Daikoku parking area have always attracted lots and lots of attention because of the car meets. But it was all like, you know, like Japanese people pretty much. And he says that after COVID, there's these like influx of like foreign visitors, you know, coming out and checking out the Daikoku, and they come by the bus loads. And so, you know, although like he like particularly like didn't mind, he said, but he says that like others were kind of like reluctant somewhat. And the reason is because he says that he doesn't, like, for the most part, they don't care because they want to showcase their cars, right? But, you know, they just didn't want like people like videotaping like their cars, like, you know, because sometimes their cars are just like so fixed up, like over the top. It's like sort of like illegal. Like, you know what I mean? It's not legal. So, you know, if you post those videos and, you know, like you totally see their license plate, and cops can definitely track these cars down, like, you know, who the owner is and where they live and all of that. So that's one of the reasons why, like, they were kind of reluctant for people to like videotape, you know what I mean? Although they can't stop, like, you know, videotape, you know what I mean? Like, because like so many people are just like, you know, have their like phones out recording it. But yeah, so that's what he was saying. And I can definitely understand, because some of those cars are just like, I mean, you can tell, I mean, you don't have to be an expert in the Japanese, you know, traffic laws, or, you know what I mean? Like, they're totally illegal. Some of those cars are just like so fixed up, done up in a way that's just absolutely crazy. All right, guys, we're back here in my favorite filming location. It's been another great day. I hope I was able to bring you guys the sights and sound of Daikoku parking on the weekends. It was a fantastic day today. We got to see the collection of so many different types of cars, not to mention those motorcycles. Thanks for checking out my channel. Please hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and hit that bell. And also, please leave me a comment. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. ありがとうございます。